Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL. And today we are going to take a pattern, this one. Let me copy a bit of it here and bring it over to my template. And transform it by rotating it. Let's go clockwise. We will enlarge it so we can see what we're doing with the scale, and then just kind of slide it over here to the side. So it's kind of a dovetail, I guess, just a little bit different than some of the other ones. 4 colors, 16 strings. Wow, that does not look. There we go. So what I thought would be interesting is this big area could be the center, like this. Let's go ahead and use the colors of this thing. But I'll definitely change them when I go to make it. And then it'll end up with a red dot in the center. And then that one will come out here. Right. And then it'll be this yellow like this. The blue, the pink, and then this will be the yellow out here. This will be a blue. This will be a blue. This will be yellow. And that's kind of how the whole bracelet will end up being for the rest of it, unless, well, I could totally do a big one on the side. Like, let's go up here. Right? Just for fun. I know that seems a little bit silly. But we could put one here. And so normally when we mirror this, we would just go ahead and let it be mirrored or whatever. But what I'm thinking is we'll correct the other side, make it just the standard, same as the pattern. And then when it's flipped, let this big chunk like this be on this side of the other side. So there'll be a bunch of repairing it, like once we get it all together. But it should make it really interesting and fun. Can I bring the yellow down this way? No. It works fine here because we're flipping things. we'll see what happens when we get the strings mapped out. I'm not 100% sure how that works yet. That goes that way. It's not every day that I actually get hit with a pattern where I'm suddenly stumped and not sure what's supposed to happen. So for that, I'm pretty happy. I like that. There's another one coming through here, so... back up a bit. All right. Yeah, so this is, whoops, hit the edge there. We're taking something that was super, super easy, and we're making it rather complicated, which I absolutely love that. We took a beginner bracelet and we made it intermediate. And you're seeing how I improvise in real time. This is the good stuff, guys. This is fun. We might be able to exploit something here. So the purple dot, right, is at the center of these things, but it can't work over here on the edges. No. I was gonna say if we made the other side a yellow, we could maybe make the yellow come all the way down here, or switch it around in a way to get the yellow here. That doesn't seem to work, but let's see. We got a blue coming this way. Blue over here. So if these are both purple, and this becomes a purple, meets up with that, can travel underneath. Okay, so that's fine. And then the red can come across, whoops, this way. And then the yellow and the blue. It's not quite as bold and crazy as I imagined because of the way that the red comes through here, but it makes sense as to why it needed to. There's like such a bunch of mix-ups with the colors and where things go. Whoa. I know we're supposed to think outside of the box, but not actually paint outside of it. I kind of like when the colors come all the way off to the side like this. It just makes the knotting it really easy and simple to follow. I think that overall this will be a fun bracelet to make. But again, we have made this a lot more complicated than the original. Not apologetic about this. I think making it challenging is a kind of a fun thing we're doing here. So I'm just kind of coloring in, making sure that the underlying strings are gonna be where they're supposed to be. Filling in quite a bit as we go. It's like I kind of skipped around a bit, and so now I have to kind of skip around a bit to get everything else to line up. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that maybe we could pull some kind of a fancy something earlier with that big cutout part. Still, it's going to be quite noticeable, and when we flip it around and stuff, it's going to make it really, really interesting. Just a fun, unique way of saying that, yes, we used a pattern, but then we didn't. Oops. This goes all the way down to the center one. I like how we have the big diamond in the middle. I think that adds quite a bit to this. There we go. All right. I think we've done everything in this one corner. So now let's hide our pattern. Let's copy this part. Control C, Control V. Use our flip tool to flip it. Layer. Anchor the floating layer and merge it down. Perfect. Now we can take the top half here. Control C, Control V, flip it again off the horizontal line this time. Layer, we anchor and merge. And now over here, this should be easy. We should be able to get our paint tool and so we're just changing the top boxes a bit. You can see the underlying strings say that all matches up. So now we just have it on the right side here. And let's do that again. So it's only on the left side over there. So when we zoom out, there we go. We have like dovetail effect all over the place except for 3 spots, the center of it and the other 2 sides. So there we go. That was it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. I had before I go, I want to thank my YouTube members for making this possible. Without their help, I wouldn't have the string and the stuff to actually do all these projects. So thank you guys very much for that. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to actually making this one. This is a little bit different, and it should be a striking bracelet when I'm all done. So thank you guys very much. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like button, and as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.